Hi Libra, welcome to your year ahead 2018, and I've included some bonus information about 2019 and 2020. And that's because over the next 3 years there is a very big buildup of energy in Capricorn when the heavyweight champions of astrology, Saturn and Pluto, couple together in Capricorn for all of 2020. Now Saturn will move into Aquarius for a few months in 2020. He moves into Aquarius in March of 2020, but he'll back right into Capricorn again. And even when he moves into Aquarius, he's still coupled, still in aspect with Pluto during that time period. And so this is going to be a really big deal, and it's happening right now. Starting in January, the new moon in Capricorn has 6 planets in Capricorn, Sun and the Moon, Mercury and Venus, and Saturn and Pluto. And it's all in the area of your foundation. Now, you've been working on this area, for some time now. Pluto entered this area in 2008. So for the last 10 years, you've been doing a lot of deep work and renovation and moving out of situations that don't serve you anymore and building a new foundation. And, so you've been doing the work. Saturn has now entered this area. And Saturn examines and tests whatever he touches. Oh, he's such a fun guy. Not really. But Saturn is the one that does get you to what you want. And so he shows us where we're off or where we're not doing things right. So you want to make sure that you are building that strong foundation for yourself, building up your reserves. Saturn will be holding camp there for the next 3 years, 2018, 2019, and 2020. And this is where the big buildup is going to take place. So some of you have moved. Some of you have maybe downsized so that you could scale back your expenses, or children have moved away from home. Some of you may have the empty nest going on. The most important thing is to do what makes you feel safe and secure. And that will be your motto over these next 3 years. What makes me feel safe? What makes me feel secure? What makes me feel empowered? The last time Saturn and Pluto coupled together was in Libra, and that was in 1982 and 1983. What was going on with you then? I know I made really big changes in those years. Think back what was happening with you in 1982 and 1983. Now, for some of you, you weren't born yet. So what was going on in the etheric? I was trying to get into embodiment. No, I'm just kidding. But probably not, right? If you weren't born, you weren't born. But for some of you Libras, you were born in 1982 and 1983, and you have this in your chart. You have Saturn and Pluto coupled together in Libra in your chart. And this is very significant. When these two come together like this, they reset the economy. They will reset life as we know it. And we need this. We need these changes in the world to bring fairness and justice and equal rights for women and so on. And so this is going to be a test of integrity, because Saturn rules integrity. And integrity is your spiritual backbone. So when you're in your integrity, you're protected. When you're out of integrity, that's where you can get into trouble. And so we need this on a collective level. On a personal level, it's happening for you in the area of your foundation, in your home, your inner being, the home you live in, who you live with, the property you own. It has to do with your security, your soul power. It's about personal power, pulling up that personal power. So you're really working on strengthening your foundation over the next few years. And this is really good because the stronger the foundation, the more you can achieve in the world. The stronger the foundation, the happier you're going to be, and living your best life will be possible because you've built up your reserves, your energetic reserves, your financial reserves, your emotional reserves. This is the area to be building up your reserves so that if you need them, you can call upon them. Now, those Libras born in the first week of Libra, which starts in September, you're going to be challenged by Saturn in 2018. And, so those of you born in September and maybe the first couple days in October, Saturn will be challenging you. So Saturn's going to test you. And, one of the things I notice about Saturn or Neptune when it aspects the sun like this is they pull the energy out of the sun. So you only have the energy to focus on what matters to you, what you're responsible for, and what you need to be doing. You won't have a lot of energy for other people and what's going on with them. And so it's really about focusing on, well, what do I need to accomplish? What are my responsibilities? What are my duties? What do I need to get done? And when you do that, you're going to find you're incredibly successful. Saturn is the one that brings you to what you want. But here, and especially, those born right at the beginning, you're going to be tested in 2018 to see if you are on the right path, if you're doing what's right for you, you're very focused on what you're doing. And if you're doing that, you're going to be in really great shape and doing really well. Now, love is pretty big here for you in 2018. And there's several reasons for that. But one of them is because Mars is camping out in Aquarius for 5 months. Mars is the ruler of your relationships. Mars rules that area of your life that has to do with partnership, relationships. And you are the gods and goddesses of relationships. And so Mars being in the area of true love and romance, this means single Libras, be ready to meet a partner who is as sexy, smart, and inquisitive as you are. Mars will camp out in your 5th house of love and romance, and you could meet someone in unusual places, group settings, in just spontaneous, surprising ways. The universe loves to surprise us, and Aquarius is about the groups we belong to and communities. And so Mars will be in there from May 16th through August 12th, and then September 10th through November 15th. That's 5 months. He will retrograde in this area of true love and romance June 26th through August 27th. So it is going to be hot and heavy here for the Libras in 2018. That's another reason why you want to make sure you have that strong foundation and you're focusing on what you need to do and letting others be responsible for their duties and chores. And making time to play. You gotta have time to play. You can't just work, you gotta play. And so I really like this for you because Aquarius, anything going on in Aquarius, pours positive energy into your planets in Libra, and that's uplifting and inspiring and exciting. And so now the eclipses are still going on in there. And this is a year of change because we have 5 eclipses and all the planets are direct from the 2nd of January through March 8th, when Jupiter will be the first planet to go retrograde in 2018. Uranus goes direct on the 2nd. This is unusual. All the planets are direct. This is a time to move out. This is a time to go after what you want. This is a time to go for that promotion, go for that big client, go for that deal, go for that property, go for that book agent, talent agent, start a new business, start a new blog, start a new website. Anything that you've been cooking up and dreaming about, wanting to do, that's the window to do it. Now, that doesn't mean you can't start things throughout the rest of the year, but we will have retrogrades to deal with through the rest of the year. Here at this first January, February, and half of March, we've got this window of everybody moving forward, which is the wind in your sails and makes life easier to begin new things or go after what we want. Very exciting. We have the eclipses happening right at the beginning of the year. The first eclipse is January 31st in Leo, in the fun part of your life. Leo sextiles you, Aquarius trines you. Both pour positive energy into any planets you have in Libra. So you've got the first one right in January at 31st in the area of your goals, your hopes and wishes, the love you receive from others. And then on the 15th, day after Valentine's Day, we have the Aquarius solar eclipse in the area of true love, romance, creative self-expression, and self-confidence. And then the eclipses start to shift. So we have the first one in Cancer on July 13th, and then the following one, that's a solar eclipse at 21 degrees Cancer. It's a solar eclipse. And then we have a lunar eclipse in Aquarius, back in that area of true love and romance. And the final eclipse of the year, and that's on July 27th. And then the final eclipse of the year is August 11th at 19 degrees Leo in the area of your friends, your groups, the love you receive from others. So the love you give to others, the love you receive from others is highly activated here in 2018. And Mars will be camped out in there during the eclipses, and he'll be retrograde. So that's going to be pretty steamy and hot and exciting, and speaks to you meeting someone very fun, freedom-orientated, and dynamic, and interesting. Now, when planets retrograde, they can bring people back from our past as well. So you may be, juggling more than one during that time period for those of you that are single. And for those of you that are married, be careful. You could be complicating things for yourself. So, be aware that this is a very fun energy for you. It's a very dynamic energy. Now, for those of you that just really aren't interested in romance, this is a great energy to put into creative projects. Anything that you're doing creatively, it's a very dynamo energy that you can use to create something amazing that you can use in your work and your business. Now, Jupiter is working for you too, because Jupiter is in that area of your money, improving your money all year. And Jupiter is in positive energy with Neptune in the area of your work and your health. So this could help to improve your health. It could also make your work better, like you feel better, and you get all this creative energy flowing, and you're focusing on your foundation. So you're really focused on yourself in a nice way that can really empower you to be creative, have fun, build up your money, build up your strength, build up your energy. And that's really where the universe wants you. It's not about like having this elaborate career, although you can, but when Saturn's in this area, it really is about building the foundation, building up the inner being, so that you can be out in the world for years and decades to come. And Jupiter is also going to sextile Pluto. And that goes exact the 15th of January, April 14th, and September 12th. This is good for money. This is good for business. This is good for real estate if you want to buy real estate, if you own real estate, if you want to manage real estate, or you want to start a home-based business, you want to work from home. This is a great energy to do it. You've got that wide window right at the beginning of the year encouraging you to get out there, get things cooking, get things starting, and this is good news. And the North Node is going to move from Leo on November 6th to Cancer November 7th, where it will stay until May 5th, 2020. And that's going to start focusing the energy in what you do in the world. And then in 2019, the eclipses are going to move to what you do in the world to where you live. So there's a lot going on in the home for you. For some of you, you may move this year or next year. You may find that you're moving, and it's all appropriate. You know, there also can be changes in what you do in the world, you know, your profession in the world, and that's appropriate too. So it's destiny calling, and you want to be ready. You want to be ready for the call. I'm ready for the call. Yes, I am. Okay. Now, another thing that's happening, which is very significant, is Uranus is moving out of that area of one-on-one relationships. And this is good news because Uranus has been storming through your house of relationships for the past 7 years. Now he moves into the area of deeper intimacy and shared resources. And so, you know, with Uranus now in this area of your life, you're going to be really looking at who you trust, who you let in, what you're sharing with your partner, what you're sharing with others. And, you know, it's good to hold your cards close to your chest when you don't know if you can trust someone or a situation. It's always good to not reveal all your cards until you know that they are trustworthy. And so you're going to be working on this for for a long time now, next 7 years. Although Uranus is going to back into Aries November 6th, and then he'll re-enter Taurus March 6th, 2019. So you will have a little bit more time with him in that one-to-one before he moves further deep into this area of deep intimacy, trust, and this is also the area of shared resources, insurance payout, tax payout, inheritance payout, gifts, money owed to you. And so with Uranus, you know, going in there, you could get a surprise inheritance. You could get a surprise sum of money that you didn't expect. You know, and so this is very exciting. And Uranus is still trining positive energy flow with Saturn. And that's been going on all of 2017, and it will continue for most of 2018 with Saturn in Capricorn and Uranus in Taurus. Now it's in the material side of things, moving from the spiritual and fire of Aries Sagittarius, inspirational, to the practical, goal-orientated, and sometimes stubborn energy of Taurus. And so, but it's good for investments. It's good for you to invest in real estate. It can be very beneficial for you if you want to get a business loan or you want to refinance something. This could work in your favor. Just make sure you read the fine print and know what you're agreeing to. Uranus can sometimes shock and surprise us with people or situations. Things can get very weird. Uranus is like the god of weird, and so things can get weird with situations. And so you just want to make sure you understand what you're agreeing to, what you're signing up for. And, it's also the house of sex. And so, there could be, maybe some changes in your sex life, or maybe you're trying new things, you want to experiment, why not? And, maybe you're open to new ideas. Maybe you're very Aquarian and open to new approaches in that part of your life. Now, Venus will retrograde in 2018. She will retrograde October 5th through November 16th. So it's not a very long retrograde. it's only about 5 weeks. And she'll start out at 11 degrees Scorpio and then back into Libra. She'll reach about 25 degrees Libra. So, you know, Venus is your ruling planet. And when she takes her turn to retrograde, it's big. It's really big. Because she rules relationships, she rules love, she rules money, she rules what value, she rules true value, she rules what you love and value. And so when she takes her turn to retrograde, you know, you may be really evaluating your investments, you may be evaluating where you're putting your time and energy, as well as, you know, you may even look at how you are changing, you know, when she dips back into Libra. But I'll talk about that when I get to the monthlies. This is a general forecast for the next few years, particularly focused in 2018, but it's very general. I'm painting with a broad brush. I like saying that, but it's a good analogy. And, you know, is I go into detail when I do the monthlies. And, you know, so this is for Libra Sun, Libra Rising, Libra Moon, or anyone that has a very strong Libra emphasis in their natal birth chart or progress chart, if you know what that is. If you don't, that's okay too. It's all good. And so you're definitely going to be reevaluating your money investments, your self-worth, self-appreciation, self-respect. I find that when Venus retrogrades, we really look at who appreciates me and who is not appreciating me, who's loving on me and who's not loving on me. And so you want to go where the love is and really focus your time and energy in what is a return, what you're going to get a return on. Not just putting out but not getting back. You want to put out but you want to receive. So you want a return on your time, a return on your energy, and a return on your investments. So for those of you single and available for love, be ready, because it's hot and heavy here with you in 2018, and it's exciting, and it's going to be fun, and you know, you could be swept off your feet. You know, your lady or your knight in shining armor could sweep you off your feet, and that's exciting and fun. For those of you coupled, you know, this is a very romantic energy and fun energy, and that could absolutely put the energy back into the relationship, or increase the energy, increase the fire, increase the passion in your relationship, and, you know, really stir things up in a fun way where you're both, you know, wanting to experiment and try new things that are exciting and fun, and reinvigorating the passion in the partnership. Yeah, it's good. Money looks excellent for you this year in 2018. And it's only going to increase because Jupiter is really working for you now in this area. And this is the start of it. And it will happen 2018, 2019, 2020. It will continue. And so really focus on what you can do to increase your prosperity, increase your abundance, and feel and receive the wealth that is rightfully yours and what the universe wants you to receive. And, you know, career, you know, I'm not seeing a big focus in there right now, although that eclipse in July is going to start to open the doors there. I will see more as the time goes on through the year of you know, what's going on in that area for you. I'm really seeing a big focus going on in your home, where you live, who you live with, your foundation, as well as romance, creativity, creative self-expression, fun, play, children. So it really is about you focusing on, you know, your personal time. Not that you don't have a professional life going on, of course you do, but I'm really seeing, you know, when I look at the year ahead in the next couple of years, that there's a really big focus going on in this area of your personal life And it's exciting and it's good. Spiritually, is if you're taking that time to meditate and you're taking that quiet time for yourself, you're going to really notice that your intuition is increasing, your psychic abilities are being stepped up, that you're really using that muscle more. The more you use that intuition, the more you are empowered to be using both sides of the brain, logic and intuition together, unstoppable. How is your health? Neptune has been moving through that area, and that can be a bit challenging, but it does look like it's getting better because of the Jupiter effect in there. And do what makes you feel strong, do what empowers you, do what you can do to improve your health, well-being, and vitality, because your wealth really is in your health. The better you feel, the better life is. And you're here to feel good. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plus-ing my videos. Libra, you are rocking awesome. And thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you would like me to take a detailed look at your astrology, 2018, 2019, 2020, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. You go to my astrology page, purchase a consultation, upon checkout, get a link to my schedule, and we're working together. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to talk about business, home-based business, or business startup, or job promotion, or relationships, it's very easy. You go to my coaching page, purchase a session, upon checkout, get the link to my schedule, and we're coaching you. So until next time, Libra, get ready for love.